Welcome to LMU Community TV News. I'm Elizabeth Manning and thanks for joining us. Let's take a look at the stories we have for you today. A wreck Monday afternoon sent one to the hospital while the 5 others were not injured. The THP report says that a 2007 Chevrolet Cobalt driven by a 16-year-old juvenile was driving east on Dogwood Heights Road and failed to stop at the intersection and turn left and enter the northbound lanes of travel. A 2016 Volvo tractor-trailer driven by 36-year-old Derek L. Daniels of Barberville was driving north on U.S. Highway 25E, and Daniels' tractor-trailer tires struck the Chevrolet Cobalt and sent it spinning where it came to a stop on the two-way turn lane, and Daniels' vehicle came to a stop on the shoulder. The Chevrolet Cobalt had 2 15-year-old passengers and a juvenile was in the passenger seat, was taken to the Claiborne County Hospital with unknown injuries. The rest of the vehicle occupants were uninjured. Both drivers were wearing a seatbelt. The juvenile driver was cited with failure to exercise due to care. Daniels has no charges expected against him. Pineville's Main Street Live summer program's first year is coming to a close with only 2 concerts left. Harlan's Kudzu Killers will open Thursday at 6:30 p.m. and the Asa Mills Band will headline the show around 8:30 p.m. at the Courthouse Square. The event is free and downtown restaurants encourage the crowd to purchase meals and bring them to the event area. Alcohol will be sold in the event area with proper ID. MSP Director Jacob Brown wants this to bring more business to the downtown stores and restaurants. The last date for this program will be August 17th. The class of 2017 of the Physician's Assistant Program at Lincoln Memorial University DeBuss College of Osteopathic Medicine will celebrate its commencement on Saturday, August 5th at 10 a.m. at the Tex Turner Arena on the LMU main campus in Harrogate, Tennessee. The physician's assistant profession is one of the fastest growing health professions in the country and has been repeatedly named by Forbes magazine as the best master's degree for jobs in the United States. A physician's assistant is educated in the medical model. PAs are nationally certified to work side by side with osteopathic and allopathic physicians in every medical specialty. PAs are licensed to diagnose illness, prescribe medications, and assist in surgeries. They conduct physical exams, order and interpret medical tests, and provide counseling on preventive health care. A PA has at least 6 years of education, a 4-year undergraduate degree, and the master's level physician's assistant degree. PA students complete more than 2,400 hours of clinical rotations prior to graduation. Now let's take a look at your community calendar of events coming up over the next couple of weeks. Bell County Extension Office is holding a DIY Mechanics 101 class on August 3rd at 10 a.m. The class will be located at the Bell County Bus Garage. The students will learn how to change their own tire and oil, as well as do a full vehicle inspection. For more information or to register, call 606-337-2376. Levitt Amp will hold their free concerts in Middlesboro on August 3rd through October 5th, every Thursday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. It's the 3rd year in a row Middlesboro has won Levitt Amp Your City contest. The goal of the contest is to unite the community with music using underused public areas to create a booming destination for locals and tourists alike. This week's performers will be 3DC, who will open up at 6:30, followed by headliner Eddie Cotton Jr., who will be on stage at 7:30 p.m. For more information about Cotton, you can visit www.eddiecottonjr.com. Rock Fork School Center will be holding their open house on August 3rd from 4 to 6 p.m. Students and parents will be able to meet the staff and pick up schedules and bus routes. There will be refreshments, inflatables, and local agency information. Middlesboro's 3rd annual Wing Fling Festival will be August 5th from 2 to 6 p.m. in downtown Middlesboro on Cumberland Avenue. For more information, you can visit the Facebook page at www.facebook.com/wingflingmboro. Vets Serving Vets' 2nd annual Freedom Run will be August 5th at the city parking lot in Middlesboro during the Wing Fling Festival. There will be music, door prizes, and vendors. Registration begins at 10 a.m. and the ride will begin at noon. The cost per rider is $10 and all the proceeds will benefit Vets Serving Vets. The Harrogate Book Station will hold a yard sale on August 5th starting at 8 a.m. at 310 Bristol Road. Any donations would be appreciated. All proceeds go to the library. For more information, call 423-869-9777. The Tennessee Highway Patrol will be having driver's license roadside safety checkpoints on August 6th through the 12th on state routes 32, 33, 63, and 345 in Cave Springs Road in Claiborne County. Middlesboro Pizza Hut will be sponsoring Eat for Pete on August 7th from 5 to 8 p.m. The wait staff will be members of Friends of the Bell County Animal Shelter, and all the proceeds and tips will go to the FOS Pet Food Program for dogs and cats. A flyer must be presented to the Pizza Hut cashier when paying the bill. Indian Creek Baptist Church will hold their monthly singing on August 13th at 6 p.m. The singing will feature the Glory Road Boys. Everyone is welcome. The Springdale Volunteer Fire Department will be having its annual car, truck, tractor, and motorcycle show on August 19th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Springdale Elementary School. Admission to the public is free. There will be an entry fee of $15 for each vehicle. Vendors can set up a booth for a $15 fee. All the profits go to the Springdale Volunteer Fire Department. For more information, call Doug Rolfson at 423-438-1787. That's a look at the LMU Community TV calendar, but stay with us. It's coming up after the break. Brandon Burke will let you know about high school football previews and more in sports here on LMU Community TV News.
What do we know about learning? It takes place beyond the pages of a book. We learn by exploring, by trying new things, by connecting, by sharing. We learn by taking chances and dreaming big. At Lincoln Memorial University, learning is beyond the books. It's everywhere.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah. Bro?
Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit SaveTheFood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs.
And you learned how to not ignore yours.
I discovered how to make healthier meals.
And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back. After several weeks of diligently searching for 2 top positions for 2 of the top athletic programs in New Tazewell, Tennessee, the Bulldogs of Claiborne High School have at last named the placeholders for the men's and women's basketball clubs as head coaching positions to start the 2017 through 2018 campaign this coming fall. Earlier in the summer, the Bulldogs suddenly found themselves without a head coach on both the men's and women's sides of the court. In the beginning stages of July, Nathan Medlin announced that he will be stepping down as the head man of the Lady Bulldogs basketball squad, choosing to focus on the gridiron instead, as Medlin currently serves as the head coach of the Claiborne football team entering his 2nd season. Following the sudden departure of Medlin from the court, just 3 days later, Brian Odell of the men's basketball program became the next to leave, choosing to start a new career as a teacher at Hancock County. With the Bulldogs coaching positions in dire need of some life all month, and with an intense search party seeking for both Medlin's and Odell's successors, the Claiborne High community was greeted with delightful news on Friday, as it was announced that both previously vacated positions have now been filled. CHS principal TJ Sewell became the first to introduce both brand new head coaches, the first of which was Ariel Nickel as the head of the Lady Bulldog squad, a former Claiborne player and assistant coach. The Bulldogs wouldn't have to go far to find the new head coach of the women's program, as Nickel has Claiborne blood in her veins, becoming a standout player at CHS before taking her talents to Alice Lloyd College in Kentucky, where she set numerous records in that program. On the men's side of the court, it was revealed that Corey McGinnis would serve to be Odell's successor, a former player and assistant coach at Morristown East High School, who has had a career path very similar to that of the newly appointed women's head coach, Ariel Nickel. McGinnis brings 7 years of coaching experience to Claiborne High School, 3 of them serving as the head coach for the junior varsity Hurricanes of Morristown East. McGinnis also enjoyed a baseball career at Carson Newman and will look to bring further success to the Bulldog basketball team, a goal equal in comparison comparison to nickel on the women's side of the court. After nearly a month with no bodies to fill the void for CHS basketball, the Bulldog fan base can now rest easily as Ariel Nickel and Corey McGinnis have become the brand new faces of the Claiborne basketball program. Well, as LMU Community TV Sports continues our preseason coverage of the upcoming 2017 high school football season, a campaign that is just on the horizon, it's time for the next team in the tri-state area to grab the spotlight ahead of the hotly anticipated opening kickoff later this August. Thus far, various squads from around the state of Tennessee have been highlighted, and now it's Virginia's turn to take the wheel as the Generals of Lee High School await the beginning of the 2017 campaign from Jonesville. Lee High will be looking to build on the success of last season's regular season run, a spurt that saw the Generals make some noise out of the gates for 5 consecutive victories to open up the season. Blowout W's over teams such as Thomas Walker, Eastside, and Lebanon earned the Generals a trip to the postseason with plenty more action to be held. And unfortunately for Lee High, the squad from Jonesville saw a bit of a slump to close out the regular season. The winning streak would come to an end on the road at Union before the Generals dropped 3 of their last 4 outings to limp into the playoffs, where Lee suffered their second loss in one season at the hands of the Bears of Union, sending the Generals into this coming season motivated and ready to advance possibly further than the previous fall in the postseason. Lee High will officially kick off the 2017 campaign with a homestand versus the Vikings of Tennessee High School on August the 25th before an ensuing road trip to Lebanon the following Friday. Back-to-back home battles with Burton and Eastside will take place in the early days of September before the Generals head back over to the road to face off against the Ridgeview Wolfpack on September the 22nd. Lee will then host their heated rivals of Union on October the 6th before traveling to Gate City and Central over the next 2 weekends for more road action. The Generals conclude the 2017 regular season with 2 squads heading to Jonesville, those being the Trojans of Battle High School and the Falcons of Abingdon. In 2017, Lee High School hopes to return to the postseason yet again with the opening kickoff commencing in just over 3 weeks. The Tennessee Smokies have seen 3 games go by in their current 5-game road series against the Jackson Generals, and so far it's been mixed results on the road trip, with Tennessee holding a 2-1 lead at the moment over their Southern League North foe. Following an abysmal 6-game losing streak beginning in the final Game 5 at Jacksonville and taking place all throughout the Smokies' 5-game homestand versus the Montgomery Biscuits, Tennessee limped into their current series with Jackson, just looking to put some wins on the board. The Smokies would start things off on the right foot in Game 1 on Sunday, leading the Generals from the opening pitch to come away with a 4-2 victory, effectively snapping their 6-game losing skid. It was a matchup that featured plenty of back-and-forth action, with Jackson never being able to grasp a lead at any point in the afternoon, allowing the Smokies to finally attempt to climb back into the divisional standings as their long losing slump put a huge dent in Tennessee's Southern League North race back to the top. Although the visitors were able to gain a minor victory in Game 1, the Generals fired back with twice the firepower on Monday in Game 2, blasting away Tennessee for a 10-2 dominating win, evening up the series at 1 game apiece. By the time the Smokies recorded their first score of the evening in Jackson, the hometown club had already gathered a 6-0 lead thanks to an explosion of 4 runs brought home in the opening period and 2 more scores in the bottom of the third. And that outburst would be all that the Generals would need to cruise to the victory, although Jackson made sure of that W by launching in 3 more scores in the 7th inning to emphatically put the nail in the coffin and send the Smokies back to the drawing board for Game 3 on Tuesday. Luckily for Tennessee, the visitors would learn from their previous mistakes, coming away with a 5-3 triumph on the road, erasing the bad taste left from just 24 hours earlier. After only 1 inning of play, it looked like an absolute shootout was in store as the Smokies brought home 2 scores to get things rolling, while the Generals responded with 3 of their own. Those 3 runs would conclude the scoring for Jackson on the day, however, and Tennessee had no problem climbing out of their 1-run deficit to emerge with a 2-run W. 3 scores in the 4th, 6th, and 9th innings would seal the deal for the Smokies, and after holding the Generals scoreless in the remaining 8 periods of play in Game 3, the hometown club will look to gain some retribution on this Wednesday evening for Game 4 in Jackson. After trading victories to open up the series, Tennessee and the Generals still remain deadlocked at 19 wins next to 19 losses overall in Part 2 of the 2017 campaign, which is 9 games back from the league-leading Lookouts of Chattanooga, as something simply has to give as the series edges further to its conclusion. Can the Smokies clinch the series win on the road, or will Jackson bounce back with with yet another victory, sending the 5-game set to Game 5 with the score still unresolved. Both Games 4 and 5 on Wednesday and Thursday will have an approximate start time of 7:05 p.m. And to find out how Tennessee fares against the Generals, you can visit SmokiesBaseball.com. And that is all for sports as we reach the midway portion of the week, but stay tuned as more LMU Community TV news is coming up right after this.
I like to eat apples and bananas. I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
One in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Thanks for watching LMU Community TV News. I'm Elizabeth Manning, and have a great evening.